Archangel Michael commanding you. A mysterious message from the afterlife. Is your wealth in danger? Open now or miss out. Archangel Michael says, my beloved child, this is a very important message for you today. Do not ignore it. Pay attention to this message. Open your eyes and be careful. This is not a coincidence. It hath been sent for you. Archangel Michael commanding you. A mysterious message from the afterlife. Is your wealth in danger? Open now or miss out. There are whispers in the spiritual realm, and they have reached your soul because your heart has been trembling in silence, waiting for something to make sense. Something has stirred in the heavens. Something ancient. Something sacred. Something only you can receive in this hour. There is a trembling in the wind tonight, and it's not from the earth below, but from something sacred above. The stars have shifted, the unseen has spoken, and something you must hear is calling your name in the softest thunder. You have been wandering through seasons of quiet confusion, asking why certain doors opened and others slammed in your face. You have walked in grace but have felt resistance at every corner. And now, something from the afterlife, something wrapped in mystery, has reached the edge of your reality. Do not delay. This moment is not like any other. It was predestined for you to read these words, as if heaven itself pulled time forward to ensure that your eyes would find this revelation. This is not a coincidence. Every tear you've cried has been counted. Every whisper you've spoken when no one else was listening has been recorded. The divine has seen the way your hands shake when you pray, the way you lower your head at night, not just in exhaustion, but in secret spiritual exhaustion. You've tried to hold on while everything around you felt like it was slipping. You smiled when your heart was in pieces. You've given when you had nothing left to give. And now, heaven speaks. The afterlife is not silent. It watches. It moves. It intercedes. And today it interrupts everything around you because there's something happening in the realm of your wealth, your destiny, and your divine inheritance. You were not born to struggle endlessly. You were not sent here to live a life of scarcity and regret. There is something greater, something fuller, and the time has come for you to awaken to it. This message is for you, not for someone else, not for tomorrow, not for a stranger on the street. Would you? Right now, in this moment, this message is being sent because something has shifted in your spiritual bank. Something has been moving behind the veil. Something has tried to tie up what rightfully belongs to you. There are contracts, agreements, promises from heaven that have not yet been delivered. Not because you are unworthy, but because forces unseen have tried to delay what was always yours. But now, it is being released. Open your eyes. Open your spirit. Open your heart. Archangel Michael commanding you, listen. There is urgency in the winds tonight. You must move with wisdom. You must discern what is being laid before you. There are decisions being made in rooms you cannot see, conversations about you happening in spaces you've never entered. And yet, your name is being spoken in favor. You are being remembered, not forgotten. You are being lifted, not cast down. There is light flowing from the afterlife, and it's wrapping itself around your future, shielding you from what tried to come against your prosperity. There is something ancient in your bloodline, something royal, something divine. You are the continuation of prayers that were whispered generations before you were even born. You are the answer to intercessions your great-grandmother cried out under the stars, not knowing that centuries later, you would be the one to carry that divine breakthrough. This is not about money alone. This is about inheritance, about restoration, about divine purpose being reignited after years of silence. Open now or miss out. That is not a threat. It is a truth whispered from the very breath of eternity. There is a gate that is swinging open. Slowly, painfully, but it is opening. And if you do not walk through it, you will feel the weight of what was meant to be, brushing against your skin like a lost breeze. This message has found you because your soul is ready. Your mind may still wrestle. Your body may still be weary. But your spirit, yes, your spirit knows this is real. There is a stirring in your dreams. Have you noticed? Lately, your rest has been strange, interrupted. You've been waking up at strange hours, feeling the pull of something but not knowing what it is. That is not random. That is the realm of the spirit knocking on the door of your consciousness, asking you to wake up, asking you to listen. You have felt the tug, that strange whisper before sleep, that sudden urge to cry for no reason, the pull in your chest when you see a sign or number or image that stirs something you can't explain. That is your inner prophet rising. That is your divine discernment resurfacing after being buried under the noise of this world. You were not forgotten. Even when you were silent, the heavens were not. You were being watched over. You were being kept safe. And now, the moment has arrived for what has been hidden to be revealed. The inheritance is not just physical. It is spiritual. It is emotional. It is mental. It is relational. You are about to receive healing in places you didn't even know were broken. You are about to gain clarity in areas you thought would remain a mystery forever. Archangel Michael commanding you, prepare. Your name is being restored in the spirit realm. Where you were mocked, you will be honored. Where you were ignored, you will be sought after. There are riches not just of silver or gold, but of peace, wisdom, and divine understanding being poured into your life. The mysterious message from the afterlife has come to warn you only so that you may realign, not because you have failed, but because heaven is invested in your success. You were born for more than just survival. You were born for divine establishment. And the time is near. You must let go of what has expired. You must silence the voices that told you it was too late. You must clear space in your heart, in your home, and in your thoughts for what is coming. Because what is coming is more than you ever asked for. Someone has been thinking about you. Someone who once crossed your path but didn't understand your light. They are remembering you in this moment. There is a return coming. Not for closure, but for correction, for realignment, for truth. God says, it is time for the truth to come out. Not just about them, but about you. Who you really are. What you really carry. What your purpose really was from the beginning. The wealth of heaven is not just about finances. It is about the full restoration of your being. The strange heaviness you've been feeling. That's not just anxiety. That's the spiritual pressure of something about to be birthed in your life. You are crawling. Your purpose is emerging. The world you once knew is cracking, and a new world, your true world, is about to rise from within you. This message is for you. You can feel it. Your spirit knows this is more than just words. You are trembling as you read. That's confirmation. That's resonance. That's heaven reaching through time and space to make sure you don't miss this. This moment. This miracle. This mercy. Finally, God is exposing not to shame, but to free. Not to accuse, but to redeem. There were people who misunderstood your silence. They thought your quietness meant weakness. They had no idea your silence was sacred. Your stillness was a sign that heaven was working on your behalf behind the scenes. And now, everything is about to change. The exposure isn't to humiliate. It's to shift the atmosphere. It's to reveal what you were truly fighting for all along. There is someone watching you right now. Not with envy, not with hatred, but with awe. They saw you break and still rise. They watched you bend and still bloom. You became the miracle they never expected. You became the answer they didn't even know they needed. And now, they are about to come forward, because the light in you has grown too bright to ignore. Your wealth, yes. Your divine wealth is being recalculated. The numbers have shifted. The seasons have changed. And something you once thought was lost forever is being restored with interest. What was delayed is being released. What was paused is being fast-tracked. You must remain alert. There will be signs this week. Specific signs. 3 of them. You will know them when you see them. And when they come, do not hesitate. Respond with obedience. Respond with trust. Respond with boldness. This is not a moment to shrink. This is not a moment to second guess. You are being elevated. The spiritual elevation has begun, and your physical world is about to catch up. You will feel it in your bones, in the quiet hours of the night, in the sudden joy that makes no sense, in the divine interruptions that pull you from your routine. That is how miracles arrive. That is how destiny unfolds. Open it now or miss out. Your spirit has been whispering this for weeks. You've been sensing something big was coming. That's not paranoia. That's prophecy. That's foresight. That's the spirit world brushing against your consciousness. Something massive is unfolding. And this message is the final confirmation you needed to trust what your soul has already known. The afterlife is not far. It's close. Closer than you've ever felt. And someone, yes, someone who crossed over is speaking over your life right now. Their voice may be silent in the physical world, but it is echoing in the spiritual. They loved you deeply. They saw your worth. And now, they intercede for you with a fire no earthly resistance can match. They are part of the reason this message has found you. They are part of the reason heaven has decided to act on your behalf now. Your prayers have reached the courts of light, and the verdict has been released. You win. You rise. You receive. You restore. My child, this message for you has crossed the thin veil between eternity and now. Something sacred is unfolding before you, an unraveling of truth sealed for generations, carried not by wind, nor whispers of men, but by the voice of those who never stopped watching you, even from the realms of the afterlife. There is something stirring in the unseen places, something your heart has been sensing in dreams, in sudden tears, in quiet moments when the light shifts in your room for no reason. It is not your imagination. It is not coincidence. It is a message coming through time, through fire, through spirit, and it is here for you. Archangel Michael commanding you. A mysterious message from the afterlife is your wealth in danger. Open now or miss out. The air around you knows. The footsteps of the divine have passed by your door. The floor creaked not from age, but from angelic presence brushing near you when you thought you were alone. They've been calling out, softly at first, waiting for your heart to turn in curiosity, waiting for your soul to sense what your mind was taught to ignore. But now the call has grown urgent. The voice of the afterlife has become like thunder clothed in velvet. It's close now. It's standing near your mirror. It's standing near your bank account. It's breathing over your plans. Because something sacred is being rearranged on your behalf. But it needs your permission. It needs your spiritual eyes wide open. There is a reason you felt delayed. There's a reason things seemed like they were nearly yours, and then disappeared. There is a mystery in your prosperity, a riddle in your progress. You've been wondering if the delays were punishment, or karma, or misfortune. But no. It is deeper than that. Someone in the eternal world, a soul that once walked here, is speaking your name now. They have seen what you could not. They have witnessed the tangled ropes being pulled around your abundance by invisible forces. They saw the signatures that were never signed. They saw the connections that were diverted. But they did not stay silent. They raised their voice in the high courts of light, and their cry had been heard. That's why you're reading this now. Because something is about to shift. The shift needs your full presence, not your hesitation. It needs your yes. You are about to be remembered in places you never knew you were mentioned. You are about to be summoned into rooms you thought were sealed shut. There is a divine reversal in motion. But you must know this. Your wealth is tied to a spiritual law. Not just what you earn by effort, but what you were promised by heaven. There are inheritances that have your name engraved on them, not in ink, but in light. These inheritances are not merely money, but keys. Keys to properties. Keys to relationships. Keys to elevation. Keys to legacy. The afterlife has risen to speak because something you own has been mishandled, and the time for reclamation has come. Archangel Michael commanding you. A mysterious message from the afterlife is your wealth in danger. Open now or miss out. They tried to keep you from it. They didn't know the price you paid just to keep your soul clean. They didn't see the nights you laid on your back in silence, praying not for riches, but for peace. You weren't greedy, you were obedient. You didn't chase glory, you just didn't want to struggle anymore. And heaven saw that. Heaven marked every sleepless night with gold. And now that gold is being melted into the miracle that's headed your way. But this isn't about luck. This is about alignment. The mysterious message from the afterlife is not a trickle of curiosity, it's an alarm. A divine ringing in the spiritual dimension, and you are the only one who can answer it. It is asking you, are you ready to carry what was stolen from your lineage? Are you ready to break the pattern that kept your family in cycles of scarcity? Are you ready to be the one whose bank account is not merely full but fulfilled? This is not about guilt. This is not about shame. This is about the ancient words spoken over your name before you were born. The scroll is opening now. You were not created to live at the mercy of loans and low expectations. You were not called to survive barely scraping by while others prospered on borrowed blessings. No. You were chosen to shine, chosen to lead, chosen to inherit wealth not tainted by deception, but born from divine orchestration. Someone in the afterlife is whispering about you now. They are mentioning the day they first saw the fire in your eyes. The way you loved when you were mistreated. The way you gave when you had so little. They saw the silent tears you cried when you pretended to be strong. They saw the papers you signed when you didn't know what else to do. And they are speaking to God about you. They are saying, restore it. Now is the time. This one never gave up. This is a message for you. The number you keep seeing isn't just a coincidence, it's a countdown. The delay isn't denial, it's divine strategy. Your spiritual wealth has been accumulating, and it's time to convert it into reality. You may not see it yet, but the mail is already en route. The phone call is scheduled. The account is about to be activated. The meeting is being arranged behind the scenes. Archangel Michael commanding you, a mysterious message from the afterlife is your wealth in danger. Open now or miss out. The door is open, but it would stay open forever. The afterlife doesn't waste messages. This one is arriving precisely on time. It's knocking at the gate of your destiny, and you must decide. Will you open it with faith or close it in fear? Will you rise into your inheritance or shrink beneath your conditioning? This is not the season to doubt yourself. This is the season to listen. Listen to the subtle knowing in your chest. Listen to the strange warmth on your skin. Listen to the silent voice that's louder than the noise around you. Here is a name being written beside yours. A co-signature from heaven. It is being matched to a deed, to a document, to a decision. And the result will not be temporary relief, it will be permanent restoration. They tried to bury you in shame, but instead, your roots grew deeper. They tried to confuse your path, but the map was written in spirit, not ink. They tried to forget your name, but heaven remembered. That's why this message arrived. This is the moment when the hidden becomes known, when the unseen becomes tangible, when the question becomes answered, when the struggle becomes story, and the story becomes wealth. This is the only time it shall be said, God says, I have seen your patience. I have heard your cries in secret. I have remembered your giving heart. I have not forgotten you. What was stolen shall be returned sevenfold. What was delayed shall come like a rushing wind. What was broken shall be restored better than before. You are not late. You are not lost. You are not overlooked. You are appointed. You are ready. You are walking into a field already sown with blessings. God blessings are falling like rain you cannot see yet, but your soul is already wet from the outpouring that is coming. Archangel Michael commanding you, a mysterious message from the afterlife is your wealth in danger. Open now or miss out. Don't hold back your belief. Don't let your old pain ruin your new promise. This is not just a season. It is a shift. It is a wealth transfer of divine proportions. It is a sacred reckoning. Your name is on the lips of angels. Your bank account is in the crosshairs of grace. Your next breath is setting up your next breakthrough. So when you wake tomorrow, expect favor. When you walk into the room, expect the atmosphere to change. When you speak, expect things to move. Because this isn't just a coincidence. This is your calling, and the afterlife is cheering for you. God says, there is a sound echoing through eternity, a voice from beyond the veil calling out to you with an urgency that cannot be ignored. It is not a voice born of fear, but of love, warning, and divine revelation. Archangel Michael is commanding you now to open your heart and listen, not with ears of flesh, but with the soul that remembers what the mind has forgotten. A mysterious message from the afterlife has been released into your life. It is not random. It is not coincidental. It is divine. This is your moment, your appointed time to receive what hath been waiting for you in the invisible places, waiting for you to finally believe, to finally act. Because what is at stake is not just another missed opportunity, but something far more sacred, something destined, something appointed by heaven itself. This message is for you. This is not just words floating in space. This is divine truth targeted at your soul like a flame drawn to the candle it was made for. Your inheritance is not just in the future. It is in the present, hiding in plain sight, locked within promises you have not yet opened. Do you not sense it? The heaviness in the air, the tug in your spirit. That is not anxiety, it is revelation knocking at your door. And God says, if you delay, what was prepared for you may pass to another. The window will not remain open forever. You must act now. This message must not be ignored. This isn't about fear, this is about divine timing. This is about alignment. This is about you finally standing in the fullness of who you are meant to be. Archangel Michael has been assigned to you. His voice is commanding, not out of force, but out of fierce protection and holy assignment. He is not speaking idle words, he is carrying scrolls from heaven itself, bearing your name,